Firstly, I want to say, Build a Bear, I have become a huge fan of you guys. I have never seen experiential marketing at such a peak level.
So I think everything starts with a really extensive market research.
They say that as of May 2024, Build a Bear has a market cap of $0.40 billion. Their revenue in 2023 was $0.48 billion. Earnings in 2023 were $66.38 million. I think there is a lot of things that marketers can learn from this.
So hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Just Send It to Marketing, a podcast where we analyze a brand, a story, a campaign. Today I have Prachi here with me. She's a luxury consultant. I'm Andre. I'm a marketing strategy consultant. And today we're going to talk about Build a Bear. So Prachi, I've heard that you had a lot of fun researching for this company.
Oh my God. Firstly, I want to say, Build a Bear, I have become a huge fan of you guys. And I have never seen experiential marketing at such a peak level. When I just started digging deeper, I understood that the brand is so much more, and it's somewhat related to, there is this concept called anti-laws of marketing, where, you don't market in a very, lawful way. You did do it in a way where it's emotionally connected to people. And I don't think there is any better emotional connection than parents and their children, Andre, frankly. And the way they've branded, they have built a story. They have inculcated every possible fun element in that entire retailtainment, as they called. I've had too much of fun researching.
Yeah, and I think what they do really well is the shopping experience. It's not only I'm going to go and I'm going to buy a toy for my kid or to give as a gift. I have the chance to go and build and personalize as much as I want. So in a way, it is unique. You know, it's you put so much thought and energy in that gift that it brings to another level of emotion attached to the brand.
Totally agreed. I think for our audience who don't know what is Build a Bear is a unique retail experience where kids create and personalize their own stuffed animal companions, which is experiential marketing as its peak. Hearing of it, Andre, they say that as of May 2024, Build a Bear has a market cap of $0.40 billion. Their revenue in 2023 was $0.48 billion. Earnings in 2023 were $66.38 million.
Wow. Incredible.
Okay, this needs 1 minute of silence for their
There is a lot of toy selling.
crazy. I didn't know that there is I think we both have studied together about Whirligig as well, the toy store that we studied about.
Yeah.
So that's when we learned about the toy industry. But I didn't know that this is the reach and this is the potential that you can go on to.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that makes Build a Bear to stand out is their collaborations and the partnerships. If you go to their website now, you're going to see that you can choose from, oh my God, a standard bear, plush bear, to a Pokemon, to How to Train the Dragon toy. And it makes it so much more, it reach so much wider audience than just a bear.
Yeah. We should have it in highlight, I think. Swarovski knows Build a Bear. Harry Potter knows Build a Bear.
Yes.
These brands have collaborated, and they're the character building and everything. It's just crazy, and how they communicate that in a way. Do you shall we discuss the process of how it is, how it's been, and when the kid enters the store, what exactly happens?
Yeah. So I think everything starts from a marketing and a brand perspective with a really extensive market research, because they're not just going to choose a brand to collaborate partnership if there's no market value to that. So, for example, one of the things that really struck with me was obviously Pokemon, because I grew up watching Pokemon, and I was like, oh my god, if I don't collect those things, but if I did, I would have one for me. I would, because when I went to Japan last year and I bought a Pokemon from the Pokemon store for myself, because why
Yeah, yeah,
not?
of course.
You know what I mean? Like, why not? And I think Build-A-Bear bringing the experience in, I can personalize, which, again, we talked about this in previous episodes, how to be truthful to what your brand
Value.
is. In Build-A-Bear is personalization. Anything that you do there, you can personalize, you can make into your own, right? So going back to market research, another thing, do you know what a capybara is?
Yeah, I did. I just saw their YouTube, and I was just juggling through the YouTube and their extreme level of reviews and social proofing and everything that they're doing there. That's when I saw it.
Yeah. Anyways, for anyone that don't know what capybara is, go and research, because it's the cutest animal ever. It's quite popular in South America, which I'm from Brazil, so I've known them. And um, I was so surprised that I saw that you can build your own capybara at Build-A-Bear. And I just start looking back. I was like, okay, where, how, where is this coming from? And then when you look these stats on Google and TikTok for 2023, 2022, capybara was a top search. It was a top search on Google, and it was a really trending topic on
Yeah.
TikTok. And then all of a sudden, Build-A-Bear creates a capybara plush. So it's everything starts on the planning, on the strategy side, researching the market. And when you talk about Build-A-Bear, you can divide the audience into two segments, obviously. So yes, parents and children, but at the end of the day, the parents are the decision makers. So the child cannot walk to the store and buy one.
Exactly.
So the parent is the purchase decision maker. But then you get also the other group, which is gift givers, which I don't have kids, but I would personalize a gift and give to someone I know, right? So Build-A-Bear is really, really clever on marketing themselves. So it is a kid toy product, but they market to the parent. The experience, bring your child to our store, make them have a nice experience, bring them to a different experience, you know?
I think they're
And
clever.
then you go to the store and the magic happens.
Exactly, exactly. I think they have taken into account market research so seriously that it showcases in their power of color building, the branding colors that they have done. So again, blue color in the kids represent their strength, calmness, a sense of achievement. Again, everything that Build a Bear is targeting. I want to take a moment to just highlight the process of building the bear. So the decision maker, they create a lot of workshops for kids and for parents, and parents get their kids. I saw 2 3 videos on YouTube where they get a kid inside. They have like unstuffed animal where you choose. You dress that bear. You dress that animal. They put a slight reference or importance or significance to the emotion in a way where the sales staff is telling the person that this is a small heart and can you put it inside the bear, and the kid is just asking the sales staff as to why. So she says that please take this heart and rub it on your shoulder, rub it on your back. That is the reason the bear will always be with you. He'll be your support, and he'll be your buddy and everything. And that's how the emotions are built up in the kids. So I want to take a moment for the sales staff as well, as to how you handle that kid's emotions and everything. And when the sales lady, Andre, this is so interesting. When the sales lady was suing the bear at the end, after putting everything, after putting the stuffing and everything, the kid started crying because the sales associate just said that, okay, I'm going to do the surgery of the bear.
Oh,
And I don't know how subtly you can how more subtly can you introduce these kind of emotions as friendship or gifting or someone being by your side or intelligent in a way where the kid goes and writes their own name, the reason, the name of the bear that they have put, a small message for a bear saying happy birthday and everything. So The process is, I think it was very emotional also when you see these kind of social media reviews, and I think that's what their whole social media is filled with: reviews, emotions, people's experiences, parties, the way kids react, the way kids hug their bear every time they come out of the store.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Like, as we know, on the marketing perspective, if you are able to attach emotions to your product, that's you achieve the maximum for you,
Exactly.
because if the parent would be beyond happy that looking their child, they are extremely emotional because of a toy. So you take that emotion inside the company, and the staff is incredible. The training impeccable, and the way they handle the kids and the parent, and the way they guide them through the process is just beyond.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like that
Same,
before.
exactly. Because as a parent, for example, when I become a parent, I'll firstly think that, is this toy safe for my kid? I will think about safety because it's the fur toy that we're talking about. So uh, I'm happy that Build a Bear is targeting not so much, like they're not targeting babies as such, where you don't know the difference between safety and unsafety. So that's a good thing that they're targeting a very right kind of um, audience, or the kids who are above a certain age, who understand the difference between putting it in the mouth and not putting it in the mouth. So yeah, because that's what I was worried about, because they're playing with too much fur, and how are they doing it safely? you know
Yeah,
so that is
yeah,
that is one thing a parent will always look out for, that is it safe. But they have mentioned on their website that they carry out all the certifications for safety, and their entire, if the one thing of their process goes through a lot of examinations, so that is a satisfaction for a parent level as well.
yeah. Of course it is. Of course it is. Um, I think looking to what they're doing now, looking where they're going, where they're coming from. So they have 37 stores in the UK. It's a very competitive market, as we know, and for them especially, you are competing against technology,
Right.
which is not an easy battle,
True.
because kids get distracted. The parents gets distracted. It's easy for the parent just give an iPad for the child, and the iPad's going to last years and years, and they can download new games and whatnot, right? But they tackle, like I said, the emotion. So you're building that kind of connection to the kid and the kid to the toy, and that adds a lot more to than just buying a phone or buying a tablet or buying an electronic game for your
I
child, doesn't it?
completely agree with you, Andre, because nowadays all we see is kids with iPhones, kids with tablets. At such a young age, parents give tablets to their kids so that they can just stop crying. And once they start seeing something on the YouTube, they just stop crying. And in today's world, bringing a brand like that, I think they are very clever in terms of theories, biobehavior theories. They do know what they're targeting. And we learned this theory on Rain Biobehavior, saying the cross disciplinarity of consumer behavior, where they're focusing on a phenomena such as rituals, like the consumption of rituals and symbols. So we, especially in today's world now, it is getting important for parents that how do I spend time with my child without a technology. This is a ritual that has been going on since a lot of years. Parents spend time with their babies, talk to them about their day, play with them, do their homework with them, etc., etc. So this is an activity that Build a Bear has been doing as a part of their consumption ritual. That, and parents are very careful as to what my child can consume and in what quantity. So Build a Bear has customized that for them in a way that they can go back, enjoy their ritual, enjoy their symbols that were back then, still continuing it with the workshop today. So that is one. Second is again the power of psychology. They've played with it, and how, like the blue color that we were talking about, supporting brand elements, the sales staff wearing the blue thing, talking about it. The technology, as we said, the machines that has fur inside them is also painted blue. So it's a very little thing, but that also adds up to a brand element and adding an extra value, a psychology decision, multi attribute decision making, as we say, where it adds an extra value. of emotion.
Yeah, yeah, and I think, like we mentioned, the technology and adding a value, I would, I would give a step forward before Build a Bear because technology is not going to go anywhere. It's only going to get more implemented into everyone's life. But for example, if they had some sort of VR, virtual reality kind of integration, so I go to the store, I build this bear, somehow they do a 3D scan, and I'm just brainstorming as if there was unlimited budget here.
Right.
You go to the store, you build your bear. They have a scanner, scan your model, 3D model. Then you upload that online, so the kid can also have that on their mobile and have that access to. So, for example, again, brainstorming, unlimited budget here. Um, let's say Build a Bear has different kind of comic book templates available online, right? You scan your toy in store, and then you upload that, and then you have a e-book with your own toy.
Wow.
So you can read to your child a story about the bear that the child is holding in bed. So you see how I think like Build a Bear has to be trust and keep true to its core and experience and everything. However, why not give them the extra level of product service and add value to your
Got it.
product?
Amazing.
You
That
know?
sounds really, that sounds really good. Yeah.
I think with the technology we have now, it surely is something doable. And you keep your brand relevant, you keep your brand innovative, and you keep going forward within the market. So, yeah, if I was part of Build a Bear marketing, I would recommend this.
Yeah, I think that's a super cool recommendation and something that technologically will always go ahead and ahead. So I think there is a lot of things that marketers can learn from this. First is if you don't just target one person in the family, but you target the entire family, that has a different approach. Emotional connection goes a long way. So if you can just be a bit emotional and think that what can be connected, what can we do something that will be connected to the audience, that is again a good thing. I think second is their social media and their website where they're only targeting reviews and the experiences of people, which helps them in social proofing and building awareness. That's a very important thing because reviews and testimonials are not given that much of attention. And as a consumer, you do need that. You do need that validation that okay, 10 people are using it, so let me try and be the 11th one. So they're very clever in terms of website. Just one thing for the website, it was not clear to me on how to build a bear online sometimes. So I think that is where they can, as the seamless process is there in their offline store, maybe they can try and integrate that in the online one as well.
Yeah, yeah. When I was doing the research, another brand that kind of looks like Build a Bear for me in the same aspect of partnerships, collaborations, and just having different product range is Funko Pop. Do you know those
Oh
toys?
yeah.
This kind of is for me. They are in the same mindset of innovation and creating what target audience wants without losing the
Yeah,
product.
yeah.
So those two brands for me are really kind of an inspiration to keep going forward, keep innovating, but don't lose your core.
Don't lose your brand personality, exactly. And bring your values. Like you should continuously talk about what you believe in. These are my values, speak them out loud so they're heard quite clearly in consumers minds, because they do look at how do you ethically source, what are your fabrics, how do you make it a safety environment for the kids, especially kids, because they're a delicate market.
One I would like to mention is why not special bear, if you like, of animals that are in endangered species. Because again, you create awareness, you create awareness from the child's age to look after the planet, look after the animals. I think that would be something I would like to see from Build a Bear.
Nice.
Create that endangered species kind of
Right.
collection.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I think we can put that in. their recommendations or opportunities.
Yeah, yeah,
Great,
you can.
great.
Yeah.
So, Andre, do you want to do a quick SWOT for Build a
Yes.
Bear?
Yeah. 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 Sure. So starting with the strengths, I would say brand recognition, and the high level of personalization, because you can do pretty much any personalization you want with your plush toy,
Right,
right? Weaknesses, definitely, because they rely so much in retail stores, retail locations, so they can present their product, because they only have 37 stores in the UK. And they, when I say retail, I mean, they don't have stores on the street, on high street stores. So they kind of limit your footfall client base. And when you compare buying a bear from Build a Bear and from a different toy, it is kind of on a high price point.
so I think for the opportunities, I think they can also do a thing where they can introduce a secondary market kind of stuff, like the pre-owned market. So the pre-owned toys, the pre-owned secondary market, so they don't have to waste their toys. They can reuse it. They can repurpose it, and maybe try and do an omni-channel approach where you have offline and online connected in a very powerful way, because the social media strategy is completely different as I see, but the website and the offline channel can be connected really strong. Threats, I think the production prices can be a bit of threat. So there are a lot of things to take into account: the dressing, the stuffing, the packaging, everything. So I think that production cost can also be a bit higher. Again, prices, as we say, economic downturn, uh, prices are always increasing for everything. So if you are creating such a thing, especially in an experiential marketing point of view, yeah, the budgeting always has to be at the forefront. So that can be a threat again.
Yeah, I think one other opportunity for them, like you said, omni-channel, and explore more the digital channels, would be kind of an online
Yeah.
competition. Or I can build my bear, and we can have an online competition and then people can vote, and then I get some sort of prize. But again, just to interact with people and show the creativity online. So this is what you can do, and kind of, I don't know. I just love online competitions. I think it's so great to give the consumer the power to be your brand ambassador and
Yeah,
participate.
I think I agree. And also, their parental market is also getting strong. They do have workshops and everything, but if they can just communicate it in a much better way, that they have this thing for parents as well, so that can also be is a strong, and the same online competition for parents as well. Where you do,
Yeah.
it's a fun activity again, because with the daily routine and the stressful life, they can have some fun.
Yes, that's right. So
Nice.
I think with that, we come to an end of this really fun episode of Build a Bear. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe, leave us a comment, and see you
See
soon.
you.